Hey there, party people! Although it's not really a party, it's just me filming in a dirty room. Guess who didn't charge your camcorder? This girl! So you're just gonna be treated to this very, very shaky and shitty video on my MacBook. And my voice is getting really, really squeaky. And I had a very intellectual video planned for today. That doesn't seem to be happening. Instead, I'm going to bore you with talks about Loki and Morgana. Get behind it. Get over it. Let's go. Anyway, in the Marvel Universe, Loki is the younger brother of Thor and the son of Odin and Frigga. Except he's not really the son of Odin and Frigga or the brother of Thor. He's really a frost giant who was brought to Asgard by Odin. And from the start, Odin has been very favorable of Thor. And, Loki's always thought it's because Thor is the more talented one. Thor is the brawny one. Thor is the one with the more fighting skills. And he's always been very reserved and, with his mother Frigga. And Thor and Loki have this very amazing sibling relationship very early on. They really do enjoy each other's company and they really, really are truly brothers. Although, as they get older, and when Loki discovers his true heritage, that relationship sort of splinters and sours because of how the family hierarchy has fallen apart due to Odin's meddling. Morgana, in the BBC Merlin verse, is the daughter of Gorlois, the ward of Uther, because her father died fighting for Uther, and she basically grows up alongside Arthur Pendragon, son of Uther. And she, of course, Uther always favors Arthur, who's his son, and he butts heads with Morgana a lot. And she gets that, and I guess she lets it go only because she's the ward. She's not really his daughter or anything, so she doesn't really mind that. Except then later on she comes to discover that, Uther is really her father. Gorlois is not her father. And that is something that really hurts her because compared to Arthur, Morgana's always been treated like dirt. And that once again sours the relationship between Arthur and Morgana. Now, parallels between Loki and Morgana are so intense and distinct that, I can't believe I've never seen this before. First off, there's the whole black hair and blonde hair thing. Loki and Morgana have the black hair, and Arthur and Thor have the blonde hair. And that's that at its base. Both Loki and Morgana are very lovable people. If you understand them, you really do love them. They're both very intelligent, they both possess magic, they're both very twisted and broken really by this changed and challenged family hierarchy that they have. They both have fathers who abandon them, Uther, and Odin, and also Laufey, who left him to die, and Odin, who never treated him like a son even though he stole him and thought to bring him up like one. They both turn to magic, and they also both turn to this parental figure that isn't really their parent, and when they find out that that isn't their parent, that breaks them. For Loki, that's Frigga. For Morgana, that's Gorlois. Gorlois the one who sang her to sleep all the time. Gorlois the one who she has fond memories of. Gorlois the one who she still calls herself the daughter of, just like Loki calls himself Frigga's son, even though he's not. They both had this beautiful relationship with their siblings, Morgana grew up with Arthur, and Loki grew up with Thor, and they really do, love each other, and you see this very early on. But as soon as that split occurs between the father and them, the relationship sours because they've always been the less favored child. And I think deep down, both, Loki and Morgana have this deep-seated love for Thor and for Arthur because he should still be your brother even if that's not your parent, because he has always treated you like a sister and he has always treated you like a brother, just like Gorlois has always treated her like a daughter and Frigga has always treated him like a son. And my heart breaks for both these characters because, like they said, Loki just wants what's his. Loki just wants the throne that he was promised, the throne that he was brought up to think he deserved, that then people told him he didn't. And Morgana just wants to be accepted for her magic, not annihilated or ostracized for something she can't control. she says, I just want to be accepted. And Loki says, I want what's rightfully mine. And these two characters are so intelligent and intertwined with their families and just so broken by the fact that their families don't reciprocate that same intense emotion that they do, that they really turn to the darker side to give them that solace and to really bind them away from what's been broken by Odin and broken by Uther, and just really broken by a society that doesn't accept them because of their history and because of, their magic or their personality or whatever. And just the similarities were very interesting and very striking to me. And I hope I didn't bore you guys too much. It feels really, really nice to be back, as I said before. Until the next time, peace and love, Sabina. I will see you tomorrow.